The roster of new Disney movies that 2022 will bring us is spectacular. And there is really something for everyone. Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are talking about the top 10 must-see Disney movies in 2022.
Let's get on with it, shall we?
Before going into the video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, put a thumbs up and share this among your friends. In 2022, Disney will release a slew of new films ranging from new Disney animated films to live-action remakes of classics to new Disney Plus films. After a couple of years of release and filming delays, it appears that more titles will be released in 2022 than in 2020 and 2021 combined. Here are the top 10 new Disney movies 2022 has to offer. In number 10, we have Cinderella, which will be released on February 18th. The 2000s Disney Channel original movie vibes here are off the charts. So everyone clowning on this movie can take many seats. Jump In, Cheetah Girls and Camp Rock are among these titles available. It's a gender-swapped Cinderella set in New York City where glass slippers are out and limited edition sneakers are in. The twins are going to have a field day. In number 9, we have Turning Red, which will be released on March 11th. What if the Hulk was a teenage girl who transformed into a gigantic, cuddly red panda instead of a big green monster? This is the main concept of Pixar's latest coming-of-age story, which includes boy band music, humor, and emotion. It's good to see something so firmly in the Disney Pixar wheelhouse, especially since the latest Disney Pixar movies have been, well, a touch peculiar of late. Soul was for kids.
It's gonna be me.
In number 8, we have Cheaper by the Dozen, which will be released in March 2022. Another remake of a beloved family film. Yes, this time Zach Braff and Gabrielle Union star as befuddled parents with Kenya Barris, the creator of Blackish, co-writing the script. Hopefully, this one will be more famous than the 2003 adaptation, which is a distant memory despite featuring Steve Martin, Bonnie Hunt, Hilary Duff and Ashton Kutcher. That was 2003, okay? Yes. There was a sequel, but when was the last time you heard someone mention it in a conversation or on the internet? In number 7, we have Hocus Pocus 2, which will be released in the fall of 2022. In 1993, Kenny Ortega film had far too much of a cult following for Disney to ignore the possibility of a remake. It's all about the Sanderson sisters, since quite honestly, they were responsible for the original success. No offense to Thora Birch and the rest of the kid cast. To be honest, we are a little worried that the peculiar music of the film won't be duplicated, but if Bette Midler only says "boo okay" once, we'll be shouting, weeping and puking. We are referred to as millennial garbage because that is exactly what we are. In number 6, we have Pinocchio, which will be coming out in the fall of 2022. It seemed just a matter of time before Robert Zemeckis got his hands on the ultimate toy comes alive story. It will be animated and we will give you one guess as to know who will play Geppetto. It's Tom Hanks, of course. Given that this is now a toy, we expect some Christmas merchandise to be available next year if you know anyone who has started their Disney present shopping early. There's a good chance this will become a Christmas movie classic for kids. In number 5, we have Lightyear, which will be released on June 17th. It's a film about the individual who inspired the Buzz toy. What's the big deal about that? everything, to be sure, but whatever, Chris Evans. In what we are starting to assume is Frozen for males, a fighter pilot goes to infinity and, dare we say, beyond. In number 4, we have Peter Pan and Wendy. This appears to be a very familiar rendition of the famous tale based on what we've seen thus far. While we don't know much else, we're really looking forward to seeing Yara Shahidi in the role of Tinkerbell. We believe in fairies and we are clapping right now. In number 3, we have Black Panther Wakanda Forever, which will be released on November 11th. Ryan Coogler returns to the mythical African kingdom of Wakanda and he states that King T'Challa, played in previous films by the late Chadwick Boseman, will not be recast in this film.
Don't freeze.
I never freeze.
Instead, the focus of this sequel will be on T'Challa's sister, Shuri, played by Letitia Wright. However, her refusal to get vaccinated may present problems for the production, which was already delayed due to an onset injury. It's fine, we'll just have to wait for more M'Baku. Number 2, Thor Love and Thunder, which will be released on July 8th of 2022. In this long-awaited MCU addition from Thor Ragnarok director Taika Waititi, Natalie Portman's Jane Foster swings the hammer. If the first film is an indication, this one will be heavy on the comedy with lots of action, and we know Portman can handle both. In number 1, we have Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which will be released in May 6, 2022. Pays for this, pays for that. The point is that Sam Raimi is directing another superhero film, and we are getting more of it. Wanda Maximoff, aka Scarlet Witch, is played by Elizabeth Olsen. In an interview with Mark Maron, Benedict Cumberbatch, who plays Strange, reveals that he's a little worried about how the production will come together. There's a lot of stuff going on in it. Cumberbatch told The Independent, "I'm thinking to myself, do I have a character arc in this? Does it work? No, there's amazing stuff for me to do." He then changed his mind. It's quite crowded. It's known as the Multiverse of Madness and it's really insane.
Things just got out of hand.
So that's it. What should be the most exciting Disney movie in 2022? Let us know in the comment section. Thanks for watching.